What's going on, y'all? BBQ Dropout here. So if you're wondering like whether or not your brisket will typically stall at around like 130 degrees Fahrenheit, just know that that's probably like the average temperature, regardless of whether or not you already have it wrapped or not, or like whatever like ambient temperature you happen to be cooking it at. That's generally speaking like the average temperature that a brisket of any kind will typically stall at. And so a way to kind of get through that whole process is like really two different things you can do. So the first one is just increasing the temperature. So let's say you're cooking it at like 225 degrees Fahrenheit and it hit the stall at around 130 degrees Fahrenheit in internal temperature. Well, you're going to most likely have to wait several hours if you're cooking it at that low of a temperature to be able to push it all the way through the stall. Basically, to get it from like 130, it's going to hover there for like several hours, and then it's going to like randomly jump up to like 160 or whatever degrees Fahrenheit. If you want that whole process to go by a little bit quicker, you can increase the ambient temperature to like 250, 275, like 300 plus. That's gonna like kind of negate all those like effects of the stall in essence. Basically, just gonna cook your brisket faster. And then the other thing you can do, obviously, that a lot of people will advocate for is to wrap your brisket. So you can either wrap it in like foil or butcher paper. I personally either don't wrap my brisket at all and will opt for the first option of just increasing the temperature. That's called like a no wrap brisket. But let's say you did want to wrap it, I would opt for the butcher paper just because like it'll kind of like still let the smoke impart onto the meat, and the after product won't have your brisket come out like all like pot roasty, if you will. So yeah, so that's kind of like the average temperature that a brisket will stall at, regardless of like the ambient temperature and like what size it is. But again, if you want to be able to like push it through the stall, just increase the ambient temp, and or wrap it in either butcher paper or foil. So anyways, guys, that's about it. I'll catch y'all on the next one.